dude, this week was so fucking busy.
Dude, I feel the same.
I'm like so exhausted. Cheers.
Just Darth Vader
Yeah,
staring at us.
right. That's okay. He's judging us. Have I ever told you how much I love you?
No.
Okay, cool.
I was like, and today's probably not the day.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it that way. You're not.
What was
getting
that
this.
TikTok? They want you to know first, they love you. Second.
Oh yeah, I know. I get those all the time from my siblings, and I'm just like, cool, thanks, guys. Perfect. Hey everybody, welcome back to What a Bunch of Idiots. I'm fucking hot right now, dude. I don't know why.
I'm cold. Are you
what
really?
the fuck? Okay.
I took my jacket off and I was like, I could put it back on.
I get hot real fast. I think that's what it is. Plus, I was moving around a lot. Plus, I was also like cooking not too long ago. Today's menu is French toast with breakfast sausages, which I do have a grocery chronicle story to tell you. But also today's drink is espresso martinis. Just
in a Darth Vader cup.
I feel like, and maybe I'll text her right now. I'm like, do you like espresso martinis? I'm texting Jess and see what she says. Do you like?
I keep hearing more about like
espresso?
a tequila espresso or martini.
I'm kind of like scared to try that. But
I feel like it would wake you up more.
Yeah.
Because it's tequila.
Yeah, because I feel like tequila's a little bit more warm. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, tequila.
It's an upper.
Yeah, tequila's an upper. It's warm. It's very cozy. It's like a hug from your parents that we normally don't get. But it also feels.
I don't know what tequila you're drinking, but mine does not feel like a hug. It feels like a punch to the face.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind.
But then vodka's a punch to the throat.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what to say.
So it's like, I'd rather take the like.
Vodka's like that raspy, like
Yeah.
someone punch your Adam's apple kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that ability? I don't know if ability is the right word, but some people have like synesthesia or something like that, where they can like assign colors or like feelings to certain colors and like numbers and stuff.
Like, is it the people who can feel colors too?
Something like that,
Yeah.
That's us, but with alcohol.
Yeah. So the whiskey reminds me of third grade when I shit my pants. And then like, so
I think it's called synesthesia.
I think you're
but
right.
I'm not sure.
It sounds familiar. Someone's like, wait, was that a good thing or a bad thing? And you
It
tell
could
me.
be either way.
You
I
can
think
tell
it's
me.
probably like a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Just I would hate
I don't
that.
know.
You know?
Like imagine walking outside and be like, it feels like purple. That'd be
Yeah.
weird. But you can taste something and be like, oh, it reminds me of this and this, and it tastes like this.
Yeah, you get like a white person being like, I love the Macarena. It feels white. It feels white.
It's white.
It's pure brightening white. You know, when you're driving and a BMW has those bright ass LEDs, that white.
Wow.
But anyways, I do have a grocery chronicles. So I don't know why this always happens to me, but it only happens to me at Whole Foods. No matter what. I'm not doing anything. I'm not drawing any attention. But anytime I go to Whole Foods, also these are really strong.
So strong.
I don't know why we go to Whole Foods, or when I go to Whole Foods, there's always something fucking weird that happens to me that I'm just kind of like, why do I still come here? I'll tell
Weird
you.
how?
Because, okay, well, first was like the swingers.
Oh, that was at Whole
Yeah.
Foods? Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then
Makes
there was
sense.
another incident where I remember, and I don't think I've talked about this, but I remember I went to go get stuff for dinner. And this girl was wearing like a really just a white blouse, and then she reached over while I was grabbing onions because I was making burgers, and I was grabbing onions, and her blouse like just popped right open, and me and the dude were just like, whoa, and she was like, and I was just kind of like, this is so fucking weird and stuff. And the guy looked at me, he was just like, I can't believe that just happened, you know?
Yeah.
But like the blouse on her wasn't tight; it was loose. So like I don't know like if just the button was on.
Does she have big boobs?
No. Like B cups. But the shirt was huge. Like it was oversized almost.
Yeah, so how does it unbutton?
I don't know.
Weird.
So it was weird. I was like, what the fuck, bro? And then
She's like, let me reach over. Oh my God,
Oh my God. I'm like, well.
What's happening?
And then everyone's like, I'm going to no longer come. Oh no, more people come up to Whole
There's
Foods.
a 7-year-old. I love Whole Foods.
Well, I used to talk shit about Whole Foods, but I love it here now. But it was such a weird interaction that I was like, dude, why do I keep fucking come here? Everything weird always happens here, you know? So today, while I'm at the grocery store getting stuff for like today's breakfast, I have like this, I'm looking for sausages because I'm like, okay, wait, like is there any kind of flavoring kind? Because sometimes they do that where they're like, it's flavored maple. You ever had meatball sausages?
Meatball. I heard it's flavored people.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, what?
But anyways, just kidding. So anyways,
It's either
um,
cannibalism or gay.
yeah. But so I'm standing there looking, and I'm also counting because I'm like, okay, there's gonna be three of us. Maybe we should do three sausages each. So like, counting how many, which packs has about 12, but they all had 10, unfortunately. But there's a girl next to me, and then she looks at me, and I notice in the corner of my eye she keeps staring at me, and she's like, you know how when you're trying to figure out like, is that the person I might know? She's doing that to me, and I'm like, kind of like not even looking, but I'm like acknowledging that she's looking at the like staring at me, and then
Yeah.
she comes up to me, she goes, I think we've met before, and I'm like. I don't know. I was like, do you work for? And I was like, do you work for Sony? Because I have a huge ass office where like there's a good chance we met in the elevator.
Yeah.
You worked in HR. Or you worked in a different floor. And she goes, no, 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 I don't work for Sony. And I was like, do you go to LA Fitness? I was like, my girlfriend and I frequent there at LA Fitness all the time. And she
Slipping
goes,
in the girlfriend.
yeah, yeah,
Perfect. No,
yeah.
good,
That's
good,
what I was
good,
like.
perfect.
And she goes, no, no. Mind you, this girl's also much older than me. She's probably like middle 35s to like 40.
Your next question: do you have an OnlyFans? Do you watch my OnlyFans?
Are you subscribed to my OnlyFans? And I pull out the tip thing, like
15, 20, 25.
yeah, yeah. While we're here, and she goes, no, no. She goes, that's where I know you're from. 2 weeks ago, you were at Christina's party, and I was like, 2 weeks ago, I was fucked up in the mouth because I got my wisdom teeth removal.
What?
I was like, no, I think you might have mistaken me for someone else. And she goes, no, no, you're Romeo. And I was like, part of me was thinking like, you either are trying to find a way to hit on me, and you came up with the name Romeo, or
That's also kind of racist.
yeah, I was the same time like, my name's Ernesto, so I kind of see the correlation, you know. So, but then I was like, no, my name's not Romeo. I was like, I think you may have mistaken me for someone else.
Weird.
And the thing is, like, I've had situations where I worked at Starbucks and people were like, are you related to so and so? I've had it multiple times. They say I look like someone. So I was like, this could just be a moment
It's
of
your long lost cousin.
Yeah, or something like a mistaken identity. Doppelganger?
Or maybe it's like a half brother.
It's possible. My dad was a slut. So
Yeah, like I just spit.
yeah, ew. But anyways, so I was like, no, I think you're mistaking me for someone else. And she goes, no, no. She's like, you're so funny. She goes, everybody loved you at the party because you're like the way you are. And I was like, no, I really think you got me mistaken for someone else. And she goes, you're so funny. She goes, I'm gonna go call Christine and said I ran into you. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at the person that was right behind her, and I looked at her, and I was like, I don't fucking know her. And then I grabbed I like left to the butcher to get like the sausages, and I'm like walking around. I'm like, for a moment, I was like,
Am I Romeo?
yeah, am I? She was so convincing too. She was like, no, you're Romeo. And I was like, am I? Do I have a split personality where like I'm Romeo?
You
and-
left the day of your maybe because of the anesthesia, you just blacked out.
Dude.
Personality came through, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go crash a party, and you went
Hell yeah.
found
That makes
Christina's
sense.
party.
Yeah. But she was so convincing too that like she was like, yeah, no, like you were there. And I was like, was I there? Am I Romeo? Is that like an alias I have or some shit like that? And I was like, that was fucking weird. So then I was like, okay, cool. I have the brioche bread. I have the sausages. So my next question for you is, when you're at the grocery store and you have a full cart and you look behind you and you know somebody has like one or like 2 or 3 items, you usually let them go, right?
Depends.
Like, say for example, you have not unloaded your groceries onto the conveyor belt.
Depends.
What do you mean depends? Explain to me.
If I feel like it that day. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead. But other times I'm like, fuck, I was already standing in line.
Yeah, but they only have like 2 things.
But if I was already standing in line for like a while, like say there's like carts in front of you and you haven't even gotten to the line.
Okay.
And then as soon as you get to the part where you're about to unload, somebody comes up behind you with like 2 items. No, because I've already been waiting.
Okay, but what if it's like one person has the stuff already loaded and then you're next, but then you just notice like you have a shit ton of stuff. Your whole cart's full. And there's one person behind that just has 2 items.
Sometimes. I've done it a couple times, but I don't do it every time.
I mean, I get that. Like I've done
Yeah.
it. I've done it scenarios where it's like, but like let's say for example, you turned around and then you acknowledged them and you made eye contact with them. Do you feel now like fuck? Now I feel obligated to kind of like because I don't want to look like an asshole.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Makes sense who you are. You know, you were also late too, so no courtesy of time either, or courtesy.
I was like 5 minutes, like 8 minutes late. Okay.
You texted me. I lost track of time on my way.
Yeah. Because I
Rude.
normally
Anyways.
get ready and then I go to Bevmo to buy anything that I
Yeah.
need around like I leave the house around like 10,
Yeah.
10, 10,
Okay.
right? Get to Bevmo. That way by the time I'm out of Bevmo, I'm on my way here and I get here at 11. Since I didn't have to go to Bevmo, I like was done getting ready at 10 and I was like, I don't know what to could do.
You could
So I just
just
sat
come
down.
early
Yeah, but
and just watch TV.
I just watched TV at home.
Yeah, but you would have already been here. Hot and
That's
ready,
fair.
French toast.
What if you were still at the store? I don't know.
Got back at the store at 9:30. Because
Oh,
I'm
okay,
a
well,
I'm
I
a
didn't know
person who
that.
likes to time manage and stuff.
I have ADHD. What's time
So
management?
do I do, bitch. Okay, that's the only thing I was able to accomplish in my lifestyle. Anyways, so there I am, which is 2 items. This girl had a whole grocery cart full, and I'm just kind of sitting there, and she turns around, looks at me, like makes eye contact with me, and looks me up and down, looks at the 2 items on her hand, and looks at me again, and then just turns around, and I'm sitting.
See,
there.
that would be rude.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I
I'm saying.
just don't like fully acknowledge.
Yeah.
Like
that's what-
I'll like turn and just like, I didn't
Yeah.
see you. Turn around, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If I like look at you and then I like
That's
look
what
at you
I'm-
and
that's
I
what I'm-
like count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, fuck. Now I have to go.
You're doing it like vocally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You just turn around. No, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
there's also like the 15 item or less lane.
Well, at Whole Foods they don't have that unless
Well,
you're in self checkout.
There's self checkout. You know,
But
like
anyways, I was like, okay, cool. I was like, that was fucking rude. And even the guy behind me was like, that was kind of rude. And I was like, right? And I was like, this is weird. I was like, this is the
maybe
weird.
she was also at the party and Romeo offended her.
Oh my god.
And she like looked at you and she was like,
Mm,
fuck you, Romeo.
Yeah,
And
she's
your
like,
fucking breakfast sausages.
I threw myself over you. Same girl from the last Whole Foods. I slit my bowels for
For
you,
you.
and you did not acknowledge. At first, you said "ew," but I was like,
My
"Bro,"
eyes.
I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" So then my turn came up, and then I paid, and then I was just kind of like, "This is the weirdest interaction I'm having at Whole Foods right now. I need to go somewhere like practically normal." So I go to Vaughn's, and I picked up like the Baileys and all that stuff. And
Okay.
that was just an easy ride getting out. But grocery stores, dude, I feel like I've been having weird experiences at grocery stores.
I just hate shopping.
Yeah,
Like in person.
Maggie hates grocery shopping. It takes a lot for her to do.
Hello, kitty
I mean,
cat. Are we
I-
playing footsies?
Yeah, I like it. It's like therapeutic, but then when it's like so fucking busy, I'm just like, I want to just die.
No. Things like Marshalls is like therapeutic shopping because you don't need any of that and you're just getting it to get it.
I like home goods.
Grocery stores or like home goods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grocery store. Well, home goods is pricey, so that's not therapeutic when you check out. But groceries are also now expensive,
Yeah.
so it's like maybe it started therapeutic, but then you get to the cash register and you're like, "Am I about to spend $300 on groceries?"
Yeah, it's like
'Cause I live with
Target.
a 6-foot-tall giant that eats like a crazy person.
It just goes right through them. That's like Target. Sometimes I go to Target and I understand. At first, I was like, I don't get this, and then now I'm doing it. I'm like, fuck, this is actually therapeutic.
I
Like-
love shopping at Target
Like I'll just be like,
because you
I'm-
never know
yeah,
what you need at Target.
I'll be like,
Target tells you, "Hey,
Yeah.
you need this," and you're like, "Fuck if I know, for
Yeah.
sure."
have you seen? There's a TikTok where this husband was like, I just found out this really cool thing about Target.
That thing made me so
where
mad.
he ordered all the stuff she needed, and she goes, "Let's go, babe," and he goes,
She's the one with like the thick Boston
Yeah,
accent.
like,
She's
yeah.
like, "We're going to Target.
Yeah.
Target."
And then like he goes, "What are you talking about? Let's just wait here." And then like the Target employee comes, he goes, "Here's your order," and he goes, "Thanks." And she goes, "What was that?" "Well, we got the deodorant and the stuff you needed, so we can go now." And she goes, "But,"
I wanted to walk
Yeah.
through Target.
and then he like starts pulling out, and I was like, "That's fucking hilarious. That's so funny."
I've seen
shit.
one too where it's like how to keep your girlfriend from spending money at Target, and
Mm.
it's just like it starts off cute. The guy's like reaching out his hand so that he holds his girlfriend's hand, and anytime she like tries to go to get something, he like pulls her back, and like by the second time, she's like,
I'm dead. Hey, but Target's therapeutic. I get it. I mean, I have an online shopping addiction too, but you know, who doesn't? Sometimes you're just like, fuck it. It's this or crack, you know? So
"This for the most part is healthier."
yeah, exactly. Because then
Safer.
you can return it if you're like, I didn't really want it.
Speaking of Target, did you know you can return things up to like a year?
Yeah.
You
And
can
then
get your money, even if it's used.
yeah,
Like,
it's the same thing at Costco. But the
I
thing
only
about
buy food at Costco.
but the thing
I
about
should buy stuff.
Costco is that when you do it, they take a note of your member card, and so if you have a history of continuously do it, they ban you.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
I'm like, not that I would do it for like a regular store or like something local, but I mean, it's Target and Costco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They make tons of money. I might be like,
yeah.
I bought this TV for $250, $300. Let me go return it.
Yeah, no, and I get it. Some people just do that for it's like some people are returning their Christmas trees right now because they're like, I can get that
I
refund
didn't even think. Oh wait,
at Costco.
I got a free Christmas tree from Target.
Yeah, because
They didn't charge me. No, they didn't charge me. She scanned it. Literally, the lady scanned it and was like, "Hey, by the way, the trees are 50% off today." And I was like, "Oh, awesome." get into my car. I was like, why was my bill so cheap? Because
Yeah.
again, Target, I'm like, I don't know what I go in for.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend like
You
$100,
blacked out.
200. It was like 80.
Yeah.
And I bought like groceries and stuff too.
Yeah.
So I was like, why is it so cheap? And there was no tree. But I was already out of the parking lot. So
You know, to be honest, I've done that before where like I'll be walking and I'll be like thinking about the bill too. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense. And then
Yeah.
I look at the bill and I'm like, they didn't charge me for everything. And that's why like that's why sometimes I don't do the self checkout. That's why I do the where they scan it. Cause there's a 9 out of 10 times they forget a few things. And I'm like, fuck yes, dude. One time my nephew, when he was a baby, he took something off the toy shelf and like he was in the cart playing with
Yeah.
it. And then my sister didn't notice, so she loaded all the stuff, and then she walks away and stuff. The things don't go off and stuff like that. I also think those are just they're just there for decorations, you know. And so she goes, unloads, and then she goes takes her son to pick him up. I think he was like 5 at the time, and she notices he has a toy, and she goes,
happy
"Ugh."
birthday, kid.
She was
Bye.
like, well, I guess that works. But it was just so funny. But at the same time, yeah, I've done that before. I'm like, fuck, did they forget while I'm already home? Should I tell them something? I'm like, nah, they're okay.
Again, small business. Hey, you didn't charge me for this. Was that a mistake?
Yeah,
Then they could be like, honestly, you're fine.
yeah.
Target, Walmart, Costco. I actually really love Costco. But Target and Walmart,
No.
that's mine now.
When you do a Costco run, do you always treat yourself to a hot dog or pizza?
I don't, but I should. I don't just because by the time I'm done shopping, I'm like, I just want to get home.
I do this thing where I buy it, then go shopping.
That's kind of smart.
Yeah, I just.
I was craving some Costco pizza yesterday.
Dude,
Like I saw a Snapchat and I was like, ooh.
there's just something about their hot dogs. That's the only boiled hot dog I would eat. I hate boiled hot
Are
dogs.
their hot dogs boiled?
Yeah. That's why the bun's
Jail.
soggy. But
Ew.
it's so good.
I don't know if I've ever had a Costco hot dog.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I love their chicken bakes.
Yeah.
And I've had their pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. But the pizza.
Well, now we have
This
to
is where
go
it's at.
right after this podcast recording. We're just gonna go to Costco and be like, yeah,
Down.
let me get 6 hot dogs. What do you want?
He just jumped off from there, like behind you.
Yeah, the cats are kind of wild right now because
They're going crazy.
It's been sunny. It's been rainy the last few days, so it's really sunny today. So the cats are just
He's gonna jump.
springing around.
He's gonna jump up.
He's gonna try to probably attack Beans right now. But anyway, yeah, that was my grocery chronicle story. I don't know why I go to Whole Foods still when shit like this happens to me all the time.
I want him to.
The parking sucks too. Well, Mimi's kind of doing this. Let me tell you about the parking about Whole Foods. Horrendous.
Is it like Trader Joe's parking?
It kind of. Also, I don't know why Trader Joe's parking is. They're all like that. They pick it the most.
I saw something that was like, I'm pretty sure their parking's that situation because they just pick the spot with the smallest parking lot so that they look busier than they are.
That's
Because then
an-
you go inside and they're not that busy.
That's an actual tactic that they use. This Trader Joe's as kind of sometimes
Which
dumb.
is kind of dumb. Because if I go somewhere and the parking lot is full, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep driving home.
Yeah.
Or go to the next door.
No, that's what
If I go to a party, there's no parking, I'm like, guess I'm going home.
Dude, I've done that for like one time. I forgot. I was going to a friend's wedding, and the parking was
Not the
horrible.
wedding.
And I was like, "Fuck,
No.
I'm this close to going home."
You have like a
like, fuck
paid
that.
shoot. They're waiting for you. You're like,
Yeah,
I couldn't find parking. Came back home. Sorry.
Do you know I had a wedding to do in downtown San Diego, and I was having difficulty finding parking.
That sucks.
Then I found a spot, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this should work." It's like a public parking, $30, and not just for like a whole day. It was $30 for 3 hours. And I was like, sick,
Downtown
dude.
is ridiculous.
Yeah. Luckily, I only had to be there for 3 hours, but still. And then what was actually kind of nice was that I think it was like at 5 they stopped charging and stuff or something like that.
Okay.
So
So
it was
after
like
that,
kind of
yeah.
open. So I was like, oh, thank God. Also, I never know how to read some of those signs where it says no parking 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I'm like, so can I park here if it's 7:30? Like for some reason, it just doesn't look correct. Like it just when I stare at it, I'm like, if I park here, I get a ticket. This is false.
It's
right?
just a no parking
And-
sign. And he's like, but from what time?
Yeah. So can I? Because I've dealt with LA parking where they're confusing. Where
Yeah.
it says like no parking, and then from like it's like 2 hour parking from 7 to 9, and then except Sundays, except holidays, and then if it's like 45 degrees on a Tuesday, and I'm like, this doesn't make
46,
sense.
you're shit out of luck.
I know.
45, you're good.
So I'm just like this shit. I'm always scared of getting a parking ticket. I've never had a parking ticket. Knock on
They're
wood.
actually not that bad. It's
They're
like,
like $75.
yeah.
Yeah, but
depends where.
still, like I want to keep my.
At least it doesn't go in your driving record.
Yeah.
That would suck.
I think after 10, they were like, we're putting it on your record now.
I think they just take your car at that point.
They're just like, fuck this, dude. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Have you done your taxes, by the way? I've been thinking about this all morning because I wasn't doing mine, but I was preparing to do mine.
I have all my stuff ready.
Yeah.
I just have to actually do them, and I'm putting it off because I don't want to know how much I have to pay.
Do you go to someone or do you do it?
My mom.
Oh, okay, cool.
But this is the year she's teaching me how to do my own taxes. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then she won't know how much I spend on random shit. But also, I don't want to have to do my taxes.
No, I kind of do my own taxes. I've been doing my own taxes. My mom will sometimes help me, but I used to go to H&R Block before, but I just didn't like the fact that like what was stupid was that I'm paying $200 for someone to do this when then, and then like I was like, I gotta just do this on TurboTax. But then now TurboTax is under fire because they're getting sued for
not giving people back what they're supposed to.
Yeah, they're withholding a certain amount of money. They're not correctly filing. They're also, when they said it's free, you for some reason you pay a fee. Like at the end of it, like people are like, well, no, it says free, but I have to pay $30. Like
maybe it's like free for like a basic version.
Yeah.
But if you own a business, then you have to do this.
Yeah.
If you have to file with this, you have to do.
Yeah.
That's lame.
And then H&R Block, another reason why I stopped was because, and I think it's so fucking dumb. They pay per file. Like, so you have your W-2s from your company, that's like kind of standard. But if you have like
a 1040,
like a 1040 investments and stuff, they charge you per thing. And I was like, that's fucking
so lame.
stupid. And I remember I went twice and I paid a total of like $300 per session. And so when I got my refund, they took 300 out. They would say we will take it out of what you were getting refunded. So I was like $300 that could have gone to me, not to them and stuff. But now
I like my mom doing them because last year she did my taxes and I had to pay a little bit more than we expected, and I had to pay for both the state and federal.
Yeah.
I think federal was the big one, and then state was like it was like a few $100s that I had to pay. So she was like, I just went ahead and paid it and filed your other ones. And I was like, you want to do this to my federal ones too?
Yeah.
It was a few grand. You want to pay that off, please?
She's like, you can go fuck yourself.
But I was like, if you pay, it was like $500 or $600. I was like, if you paid that for me, I will say thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.
I know. So right now I'm looking. I found one software was like free USA tax and stuff where you can do it.
Okay, I think I've heard that
and
one.
it's IRS approved. But if I need help, because I'm also, this is the first time I'm doing my personal business on its own. So I have Maggie's dad help me. He's a good CPA, so he could definitely help me with that. And he told me, he's like, I'll help you when you start filing, so you put the right stuff. And I've been tracking my expenses for my photo business, my mileage, studio costs, equipment costs. Long story short, I didn't make anything. If I were to
with all the expenses and stuff.
Yeah, because I had.
But that's what you want to do when you start filing for your own. Because this is the first year you've done your personal business. The first 2 years you want to show like no profit because that's the highest chance you have of getting stuff done.
Yeah, and that's what
after
I'm saying.
that, if you're not making money, then they start looking into it.
Because when I did it prior, I wasn't really doing a lot of jobs. I was doing a lot of collaborations, and so I would do a free job here and there. And I think, and I would when I was filing their H&R, they were just like, "You're not making enough for them to like look at you weird." But then this year, because I did a few more weddings and stuff, I was just like, "This is gonna look like definitely red flag and stuff." So I'm doing that this year, my first time, but I'm always afraid. I'm always afraid to do them because I'm always like, "What if this is wrong?" Like, and then
have you met people that like haven't done their taxes in years, and you're just like, how do you deal with that anxiety?
No, I don't know who I was talking to, but somebody was like, "Oh, I haven't done my taxes since like 2019," and I was like, "Excuse me," and they're like, "I own 3 businesses, so like I have to do it differently," and I was like, "That's fucking
even worse.
scary." Like, I know you have until what, April to get them done?
Yeah, but April of 2020.
No, I know, but like, I'm saying like you have until April to get them officially filed, and it's not even February, and I'm like, I'm scared. You know, I feel like
I've had all my stuff because I use QuickBooks to keep track of everything.
I need to use
I've had all of my stuff and then like added in all my extra expenses.
Yeah.
And like percentages from all the like home office stuff, and like everything that I hadn't added on QuickBooks.
Yeah.
I had that by like January 10th, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, when can we do my taxes?" And she's like,
"Never."
"We don't need to do them yet." And I was like, "But when can we do them?"
I know.
So I'm going on Monday.
Dude, I'm just scared to do them. I'm worried.
Same.
I'm worried to owe. I feel like I might owe this year. Also, I don't qualify for the IRS free software tax. Like on IRS, there's like a where you can do it for free, but you have to make 73K and lower. Which I'm like,
I guess, but
here's the
still,
thing.
I'm like, it's a software. You can just
Here's the thing. I'm only $300 over. When I'm like,
don't claim one of the weddings.
No, from just
from
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I like got my W-2 forms and I was like, hell yeah, let me see what's going on.
And you're like, oh man,
I was like,
by
mother
$300.
fucker, dude. I was like, this is so dumb. I wanted to still see if I qualify. They were like, no, sorry. That's also another thing. Why can't you just tell us what we owe, or what we help? Like, why can't the IRS just do that for us?
They do.
No, but like,
but like instead of us filing,
yeah, why can't they just be like, hey, you just gotta pay this much?
I don't know.
I'm also just, my biggest fear is, like, it's so funny. People
Tax
have
fraud.
people have like fears of like spiders, darkness, dying. My fear is literally like getting a phone call from the IRS and be
Yeah.
like, we have to audit you.
Like
And
just because you did something incorrectly, like you
yeah,
made a
I'm
mistake
like,
on
what
it.
the fuck, dude? I'm only 26. Leave me alone.
I knew somebody, and I won't say who they are, but they were in the process of building their business, and so for taxes, I like mentioned it because I put
Yeah.
what I paid them as like continuing education.
Yeah.
Because I was continuously learning, right? Like, and they're like, oh yeah, just whenever you put it on your taxes, add an extra zero. And I was like, what?
What?
He's like, yeah, to all your expenses. You spent $300 on this, put 3,000. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, whatever you're paying me, add an extra zero, like for your taxes, for your expenses. And I was
Yeah.
like, they're like, they're not gonna check that. I was like, I have anxiety, no
Yeah.
thanks.
I'm not fucking doing
I
that.
might add like it was 300. I might say
Yeah.
it was 400. I'm not gonna add a zero.
Yeah. No, I mean,
That is terrifying.
that's like the worst thing you can ever do. Like my
but
expenses.
what if it actually works?
That'd be
Like
so
part
funny.
of me is like, oh, I should try, and then part of me is like, nope, because if it's gonna be the one
Yeah.
case that they're
No.
like, random case, let's audit. It's gonna be this one.
Yeah, Noemi Rodriguez, living in Vista, California. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I met people who are like, this is how you like fraud, like not fraud, but like scam taxes to get more. And I'm like, this seems really illegal. And then they're like, it's not illegal because of X, Y, and Z in this form. I'm like, now you're just kind of like diving into something that I feel like
There is loopholes.
there are
But
loopholes.
then there is also fraud.
Yeah, you know. So I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this. I'm scared to do my taxes. I'm afraid to do my taxes.
At least I haven't met anybody of like normal population, like low and middle class that has been like for tax fraud. You always hear about like high class,
yeah,
like really rich people that are like have the money but decide to scam the IRS.
There's so many.
Which I get it. We don't want to pay the government more. We
The,
get it. I know.
So
But still.
there, you think that's only like in like big areas like West Hollywood, like Beverly Hills, where it happens. No, dude, Rancho Santa Fe. There's so many people. There's so many people
I can see that.
who are being audited right now.
Yeah, because
like,
it's Rancho Santa Fe. They're like, I'm going to hide here
Yeah.
in my big ass mansion.
well, no, it's because they're like not incorrectly, but they're like finding these loopholes. So Maggie's younger brother would tell us who's like he'll have like a few friends get together and he'd be like, yeah,
They're sitting on the roof with like,
hey, it was
what's that called? Not a monocle, a binocular. And they're like, that person's getting arrested. It must be tax fraud.
I know.
That
No,
person.
but one time Maggie's brother had a little party and he would just be like, "That's his dad is right now," and like not being like wasn't arrested, but he's like
Being investigated.
Being investigated, like he got detained because the fact that he did like a crap ton of money in tax fraud, and I was like,
Damn.
bro, that's the thing. That's kind of like the glory of still being in middle class, where it's like they don't really bat an eye on you, but
Yeah.
like, but once they're
It's
like
a lot less common for them to
Yeah.
like audit somebody that's not making much, to be honest, you know?
they're like looking at your like personal life. Oh, he drives a Honda Civic. Oh, we don't fucking need him. Oh, he randomly bought a Tesla. Let's just put him onto the side real quick, you know. But fuck, I'm scared. I don't want to do it.
We'll be okay.
We'll be okay. What are influencers? I mean, I guess they get accountants and like tax people, but like, how do they claim taxes? Like, what do you put like?
Well, influencers are like make money off of their videos and stuff, so they're supposed to claim all that.
No, I know, but like, what do they put? Because you know how like when you're doing taxes, you put like, this is my job. Here's my
Probably
W-2.
like entertainment of some sort.
What do adult entertainers put?
Entertainment? Service? No,
Yeah.
they can't be services.
Do you have
'cause
any
not-
expenses? Like, yeah, I got a boob job. Oh, okay.
They could probably claim that.
Oh, fuck. Dude,
Yeah.
You're kind of right. Shit.
Because it's part of,
Fuck.
yeah.
Maybe I should get a boob job. And just be like, this is part of my job. Then they're like, how? I'm like, you don't need to know. You don't need to know.
I think for that, they might bat an eye.
Yeah, true.
They might be like,
What about people who do Ponzi schemes or like multi-level marketing? I sold one water container. That's equivalent to $3,000.
Is that really how much those water things are?
They are like roughly 3 to 4K.
That is Ridiculous.
And then it's so funny because like you can do like a payment plan, but it's like payment plans through the big company and not through you. So it's like you don't even get to see that if you do payment plans.
Damn.
Like I wouldn't spend $4K on a water filter. Like I would spend $4K to get a guy to install water filters into my sink.
Yeah.
And then
into your
that's
sink,
it.
into your fridge.
But to have that ugly ass thing sitting on my countertop,
No.
I would rather blow my brains out.
And it doesn't really do much. I'm not gonna lie.
Nope. If you want really high pH balance, drink bleach. Do us all a favor, actually. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like now, I'm like diving into the whole like rabbit hole of like, how do these people?
I feel like MLMs probably don't claim a lot of it at first until they reach like a certain, because you don't have to, if you're not making a certain amount, you don't have to claim your taxes.
I think I heard
it's
that
like,
technically people who are in MLMs, they're kind of considered like really low poverty class because they only make roughly $20K a year. Or less.
And I think the cutoff, it used to be like 29. Like a few years ago. I don't know what it is now. Now it's probably maybe like 50.
Yeah.
Because like middle class now is considered 120K a month, a year.
I'm not
to be middle class. I was like, that is a lot of money for a middle class.
We're officially poor.
Me, I'm poor. Like I wouldn't consider myself to be struggling.
No, but like,
I don't know if I would say like I'm middle class, but I am not. Like,
I think that's
low
upper
class.
middle class though. If you're 120, no.
I don't know. The thing I saw was just like middle class, like to be considered middle class.
That's crazy.
I was like, I know 2 people, maybe, in our like age range.
And both of them are doing either OnlyFans or selling feed pigs.
I mean, they're probably like high class.
Dude, I feel bad for them because they got to pay a lot now.
Probably, yeah, because it's their own business.
So to all
But they could write off any like clothes they buy
their
for
property,
the videos.
Their property.
Yeah, because they're using it for space. Any
Yeah.
of their like equipment.
Fuck.
Any of their, yeah.
Damn. I think I fucked up on like the career choice I made.
Bringing it back to bikini baristas. This is solidified that decision.
We would just use this place as like where we make the no, because the HOAs can be like, you can't do that here. I'm like, fuck. But we could have used the square footage of this place and then been like, the whole place is the barista place. Just get rid of all my furniture, turn this into a whole entire cafe.
Well, we don't want people sitting.
Oh, true.
While we're down. No, like because then they just sit and stare. We just want quick peek, bye.
Yeah. Okay.
$100 tip, please.
This is just us talking about our business plans. What you guys are listening to and to be like, these guys are fucking idiots.
And this is why we're not rich.
This is
We might be there eventually.
Yeah.
Like on our deathbed, we might finally hit it. Yeah. But not now.
Unless we start selling feet pics. But I don't have really pretty feet, so yeah.
I don't have ugly feet.
Maybe we.
But I just hate feet.
We'll just like do like a feet audition and then just find who it is and then pimp them off.
Maybe. You can sell a lot of weird shit on the internet.
You could. Bathwater. Wait. Wait, hold on. So I don't know if you guys. This reminds me of what I sent Mimi. There's that whole Bad Bunny. I think I sent it to
the Bad Bunny thirst trap that he just posted.
Yeah, so Bad Bunny, it's Bad Bunny posted a thirst trap, and then I think it was a tweet I sent you where like somebody quote tweeted.
But here's the picture of Bad Bunny. Yeah. Please add it.
Yeah, I am gonna put it, but it's like the picture of what's his name? Was it
Barry?
Oh, that's the actor
from Saltburn.
Oliver or
Oliver.
Yeah, and it's him. And then I sent it to Mimi, and she replies back with kind of like pretty much was like, no, that makes sense.
I was like, oh, I get it now.
I get it now. I was like, you nasty ass. And then you sent me the TikTok where Lush makes a bath bomb called Salt Bomb.
They do. They just started. I don't know if that's real. It looked like real marketing.
It did. And then the girl was
I feel like I'm gonna Google it now just to see.
Because the girl said, let me kind of pull it up. The girl that Mimi like was kind of reporting on it. This is kind of, I fucking love the internet. She put inside the ad thing, it says, come and relax or vice versa.
This salt doesn't burn.
Yeah, this salt doesn't burn.
Wait, I'm going to read it.
Are you going to read it?
And I'll screenshot that and send it to you so you can post that. The ad or like the photo they have for the bath bomb is a guy like sniffing it in the bath.
That's hilarious.
And it says, what is it? This salt doesn't burn. It's a soothing blend of coconut milk, powder, mineral, coarse salt, blah, 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 blah. Feel like Hollywood royalty with this limited edition bath bomb that never kills the groove, leaving the bather silky smooth bath water they'll want to treasure every last drop of. How to use: pop this little pinch of paradise into your bath. Oh, I don't see that other comment on here.
They probably
But
removed
still.
it. Like,
They have a 420 bath bomb. It's CBD infused.
oh, ooh.
And it
Give it up
says
to Lush.
420.
Lush really be out here being like, we're gonna do the most extreme event.
I've actually never really like used Lush, but
Yeah.
Maggie got me that Sleepy Time
Yeah.
lotion and shower gel. Dude, that thing knocks me out.
Maybe
Like, it's
just,
my routine now. Like, if I...
maybe it's just covered in the lotion completely.
It's the kid
Just
with
won't-
peanut butter.
The stress-free one. The stress-free.
Am I cured? No, but like my bedtime routine now is like I get in bed.
You're so fucking
After I'm done with like my scrolling for the night that I'm starting
Yeah.
to feel sleepy, I pop a melatonin, the fruit flavored ones, thank you, because it makes a difference.
Yeah.
And then I put some of that Lush Sleepy and I like rub it in my hands and I like rub it on my cheek so that I smell it. And I just go
It's
within
like
like
aromatherapy.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally within a few minutes I'm out.
Yeah. Damn. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
And it smells good. It's not like
Yeah.
overpowering. Like it's kind of herby and lavendery. I don't know.
Dude, last night, you're speaking about falling asleep part. Last night, I took a NyQuil because I've been kind of under the weather lately. And I laid down, and then I was like, this should probably not kick up. Maggie's kind of slowly falling asleep, and then just knocked out. I know I knocked out so hard because I fell asleep at 10:30, woke up at 6:30. I have never done that in my entire life.
It's like,
No, because
what day is it?
No, because I'll go to bed, but then wake up between 3 to 4 to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. And then go back to sleep.
This time, 10 to 6:30, and I
he
woke.
just peed his pants. He's like, that's why I didn't wake up. Okay.
It's so warm. No, I woke up and I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then like I heard Maggie go upstairs because she had a Orange Theory class, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, I have never slept that hard in my entire life, and it
That
felt.
was with what, NyQuil?
Yeah,
Dude.
dude.
NyQuil. Have you tried their Z-Quil?
Yeah, I've had it.
Does that work too?
Yeah,
I've always
yeah.
been so tempted to try it, but I'm like, I still feel like it's like medicine.
The Z-Quil is like it puts like it helps you so that way like you can breathe and like do this thing like that, like easily fall asleep.
But it's not like full medicine, is it?
no. It's just
like
it's a
literally
help,
like
a sleep hope. Yeah.
it's night juice.
It's night juice. I was like, bro, this shit. No, I was like, I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how did this happen? Like, where am I? And I know I was so deep in a sleep because noises, like if a noise I'm not accustomed to, so like if the cats were running upstairs, I can fall asleep. I can sleep through that because I know it's the cats.
Okay.
But if there was like a loud bang, obviously
Yeah.
it'd wake me up. But if there's like a weird noise, like and I can hear where I'm like, that doesn't seem normal, it'll wake me up. So of course, like if you were to like call me in the middle of the night, I can hear it vibrating and
Because
I
you
wake
don't,
up.
yeah.
And all of a sudden you're on my favorites list, so you'll go right through the do not disturb thing. So anyways, so I have another friend that was on my favorites list, and because like sometimes when I'm at work, I don't see
Yeah.
the text messages, and that way like it's my coworker, so that way I can see it. She called me shit last night, and I fucking slept through it. And so I woke up and I saw it and was like, one missed call, and I was like, oh, I
What?
hope she didn't get kidnapped. And then
She's like in a dark cellar, like
Yeah.
fucking Ernesto put me on do not disturb.
she's like hanging like this. She goes, I trusted him. This is what he does to me. You know? And then she like obviously texted me and was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to call you. And then was like, I'm okay though. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because I was like, oh my, because I feel like
What time was the call?
the call. Okay, so you're gonna laugh at this though. You're gonna be like, you
Disclaimer, it's not a booty call.
It's not.
It was his
No.
coworker and an accident, but still.
The
I
call
hope.
was at 10:41. And that's how bad it was. Was that it was at 10:41, which most
So
people.
you passed out at 10:30.
Yeah, 10 minutes after.
You were out.
Yeah, dude. And then they were like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I accidentally called you. I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully, I didn't wake you up." And I didn't reply back, so I hope they were like, "Oh, he's probably dead asleep." And I was like, and I texted back, and I was like, "LOL, I thought you were getting kidnapped or something like that." But then I read your text message, so good thing you're
And she's
not.
like, and you didn't answer till now.
Yeah, it's like fucking right now. I just texted him like, "Hope you're okay." But dude, it was
3
just
days later.
yeah, I know, right? Oh my god, but dude, that's what I'm saying. That shit fucking. That's a good shit though. I should get some aromatherapy kind of, you know.
I used to put essential oils,
Yeah.
and that would help me sleep.
Yeah.
Like in the day, I would do the citrus ones because it's like orange smelling, and it's like
Yeah.
feel good, you know. And then at night I would put like lavender or like this herby one for sleep.
Gotcha.
But I didn't like the sound of it when the water ran out. And it would just kind of like bubble and it would wake me up. And then I'm like, well, all that went to shit.
Yeah. Dude, we should make our own aromatherapy. But like, it's like obviously like a mix of like lavender or something like that. Like, but it's going to be like weird, be like, knock your mama out kind of shit like that. You know?
Down.
You know, you want to be stressed? That's not going to help, but it'll help, you know, like kind of things like that.
What would moms always used to be like, you're crying? I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. Like the whole thing. Yeah, I fucking love it. I'm so dead. I do want to show you a TikTok though. Hold on. Let me pull up my TikTok. Oh, let me show you this.
Flag that I seen a guy is having a mom and even worse having a sister.
Damn, you want me to be an orphan? Well, unfortunately, I have both a mom and a sister.
Oh wow.
Her face.
3.
Wow. Is your grandma still alive?
One of them's gone. Yeah, the other one's still here.
All right. Red.
Imagine going on.
Is that like a real date, or is that like that had to be satire, right? That had to be.
I want to think it is satire, but I'm also scared to look into it and be
real.
Yeah, and people are like, no, like somebody's
Be
like
fucking for real.
Like somebody was like, no, I've dated her and she is like that. I'd be like, but also at the same time, there probably are people who are like that.
But having a mom and sister is normally a better flag because then guys
like-
learn how to act
Yeah.
around women.
That's like if David was like, do you have any brothers? And you're like, yeah, because you have like what, 2?
2, yeah.
And they're like, oh, he's like, okay. And you're like, well, what's wrong? And he goes,
That's kind of a red flag.
yeah, it's kind of a red flag. I don't date women who have brothers. And you're like, well, I don't have a dad. And he goes, okay, but you have brothers. And he's like, do you have uncles? And you're like, yeah. He goes, all right. Just like imagine having that conversation. Like, how would you react to that?
Bye. And what?
But what if they're like really, really good looking?
Bye.
What if they're really, really good looking and they're like, you don't have to work and I'll take care of you?
Fuck it. I don't have a dad. I don't need brothers.
Who? I'm a single child, actually.
I'm a girl's girl anyway. It's
Anyways,
fine.
when I saw that, I was just sitting there. I'm like, I have 4 sisters and that would not work. I'm like, I have 4 and 2 aunts.
She would have ran away
She was
right
like,
away.
Nah, dude. But I didn't dive into it because I was just like, what if she really is this person? But also, like, people like that do exist.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And they don't think what they're doing is bad. You know? They're just like, this is normal. This is me being protective.
What? Maybe she had like a bad experience with like super overprotective like sister or mom.
Or like,
And that they were like poisoning the relationship almost. And so now she's just like, it's just all moms and sisters.
what if even much worse? She dated a guy who had a stepsister or a stepmom.
Help me, step bro, I'm stuck.
Too many times she caught them in the laundry room.
Too many times.
Too many times.
Then that's kind of a fair thing to be like,
But
that'd be like, don't have step siblings.
but at the same time, she's probably like, why does this keep happening?
Meanwhile, she has a stepbrother and it's like, this isn't fucking fair.
I know, right? Just imagine though, like everyone says like you meet someone and they're like, yeah, so every dude I ever dated, they end up hooking up with their stepsister. You're just like, how?
What?
Like that would be like
What?
biggest case. Like you're like, you know what? I almost died
You're like,
last
yeah,
year.
no. It's like, yeah, they hook up with their stepsister. Also, my mom keeps marrying their dad for some reason. So now she's the stepsister.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, also, this is probably a weird side note, but like, do you ever meet people who like
No.
get married? Like somebody remarries and the stepdad has like a niece and nephew, and it's like the step sibling's cousin, and then like you ever meet people that like start dating that cousin, but their knowledge is like we're not
But they're
related.
step siblings.
Yeah.
I haven't met that, but I've seen it on like, I saw one on TikTok
No.
where it was like they were separated or something,
Yeah.
and they ended up being siblings, like half siblings, and they still got married. I don't know if it was real or if they were doing it for the views, but I like remember seeing it, and that was all that was on my For You page that day.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't like when people defend it. I saw a TikTok video similar to that where
Like,
it was
okay, I get it. You're not technically related, but you're in the same family
So,
now, and now you're kind of related.
it was
if
this-
you guys dated before they got married,
Yeah.
then maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But then that's weird that they got
That's
married.
also another thing. Like, that's also fucking weird when you start dating someone. Like, say if you started dating David, and David had an aunt or an uncle that was single, and then your mom started dating that uncle.
No, thank you.
That's like really
No,
weird.
thank you.
And there's some people who are like, that's
Yeah.
pretty normal. I'm like, that's not normal.
No, thank you.
Cause kind of same thing on TikTok. So this girl's stepbrother started dating her cousin. First cousin. Like that means it's her uncle's kid.
Yeah.
And so they made a big, huge ordeal about it. Like the parents were like,
Again, it's like a morals thing. It's like, yeah, you're not technically related, but then that stepbrother marries the cousin. Their kids are gonna be like, oh, you're my mom, you're my aunt and my cousin. How is that? Like, it's just logistically does not make sense. Maybe they fell in love. Maybe they're soulmates. Maybe it was the first marriage that shouldn't have gotten married. You know?
Exactly.
But it's just weird.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
know.
I don't know. I don't know either. And that's why I 100% believe in not being super close to relatives. It's not a trauma thing.
But then what if you date someone and then afterwards realize somehow you're like related?
Oh, that would be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my grandpa has 32 siblings.
Oh, shit.
I have no idea who the fuck I'm related to.
That's
and that's why
true.
I'm dating a white guy.
No, that makes sense. I took the safe route too, and I'm dating a white woman too.
We're not going to risk it.
But she's also Italian, and apparently in my heritage, or my like ancestors are half Italian. But I don't think it's just too far of a reach.
No.
It's fine.
No.
Just find out. I'm like, no! I had it good. I was having a good run.
Then you're going to be that person that's like, it's just 3%. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. So what? It was our great grandpa that were like related. Pfft, okay.
It's like you're in the Bible now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's crazy. I'm so fucking done. This is probably the weirdest episode we've ever at the end.
I'm blaming this. I haven't even finished it. That's how strong it is.
Dude, I know.
And y'all know me. I slurp any drink down. I keep sipping it and then I'm just holding it in my mouth, like preparing to like actually finish.
She says she slurps.
I was gonna say suck it down, but I didn't want to make it innuendo, so I said slurp.
That would have been the funniest thing ever. Where's Jess at this time? I'm fucking, oh, dude.
Also, yeah, we don't have Jess today.
Yeah, sorry. She's here in spirit.
She has a busy weekend full of packing and moving.
Yeah, I would call her, but she'd be like, what the fuck do you want?
Probably.
Probably. So I won't bother her. I did text her today, though, but if she like espresso martinis, but we'll see her soon.
She reply to you?
Yeah, she said not typically.
Oh, makes
So
sense. Yeah.
I didn't want to feel bad that I made like a drink she
Yeah, I
liked.
don't think she drinks coffee often.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I've never seen her do it. So
I don't even think she has a coffee maker.
yeah,
I don't have a coffee maker.
I have a coffee maker.
Yeah.
But anyways, you're gonna be seeing a little bit more of Jess now these days because I think she's a hoot to have on the show.
I think she's secretly auditioning to be the third
Yeah,
person, and I'm down for that.
Yeah. We weren't really opening auditions, but now as we slowly progress forward, I'm like, three's a charm, you know?
You know?
Yeah, we'll have other guests, but I feel like Jess will be our frequent flyer. She if anything, I feel like we're all three of us, our brains together is one solid brain.
Kind of.
Yeah, because you have 1/3, I have the other third, and she has the other third.
Our three brain cells merge into one.
Like, Jess is like really smart in like certain like scientific-y things, I believe. And then I'm really smart when it comes down to like very people things. And then just Mimi's Mimi. So, you know, like it makes sense. So that's why all of our brains.
Anytime I do something like super dumb or like I'll ask a question that doesn't make sense, he just looks at me, he's just like, you're just so pretty, and walk away. And I'm like, I fucking hate you. But I did that to my niece's friend one time in
my
Mexico.
God.
She's such a little cutie.
Yeah.
She's a little cutie. I think now she's like 21. So she's young. And we were in Puerto Vallarta, and I don't know what she did. I don't remember at all. But I looked at her and I was like, it's such a good thing you're so cute. And like all of them just cracked up, and it's like a core memory for her that now Priscilla and all her friends will look at her and be like, you're just so cute.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
I'm so fucking done. Hey man, sometimes you have
happens.
to learn.
It happens.
You have to learn early on in that you are the personality hire. So that's what Mimi is. Jess is actually now the actual official host. I'm so.
I'm not
done.
mad.
Hey, it works. Anyways, well, I'll definitely wrap up today's episode. I think I'm kind of tipsy. This espresso martini is making me feel funny. And I have to go see a movie later tonight. So.
Oh, so do we.
Oh,
What
nice.
movie?
Wait, Poor Things?
Oh no, we're watching Argyle.
Oh, okay. Tell me how that goes.
Which one's Poor Thing?
Poor Things with Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo.
They're in a movie together.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's kind of like, before we wrap it up, it's like it was a movie that was first shown at independent film festivals, and then was shown at selected theaters, and then it did so well in these selected theaters that now they're actually. Yeah.
I love Mark
Yeah.
Ruffalo.
It apparently is supposed to be good, so we'll definitely
let me
let
know.
you know. But anyways, do you have any last things to say?
This espresso martini is giving me a headache.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a lot.
It's strong.
Yeah, it's strong as fuck.
But besides that, okay, bye.
Bye.